Okay, so good evening, guys. Allow me to now quickly just talk about risk to reward again. I think I kind of touched on this in a previous risk management video on my channel. So if you haven't watched the previous risk management videos, this is actually part 3. There are 2 other videos prior to this one. And this one, I just want to show it in terms of our post kind of conversation. So first of all, if this is your first time on my YouTube channel, welcome, and please like and subscribe. Okay, click that notification bell so that in case I do post future videos on my channel, you'll get updated on the same stat. So thank you once again for being here. So today I'm talking about risk to reward, and like I said, in more of a post on analysis kind of perspective. So guys, don't mind, right now I am I'm at home, but then there's a bit of background noise. There are some people outside, some kids, it's a Saturday, it's a weekend, so guys are relaxing. So if you hear some kids voices playing around, shouting and screaming, please bear with me. But this video is going to be pretty quick, so hopefully we'll get that done shortly. So back to the topic of this video. We're talking about risk reward. So I want to just talk about this on the basis of my signals group, and more so specifically on this week. Okay, this week we had a week of signals. So if you guys can see, we had an August signals bonanza, which ran in the last week of August, which was from the 30th of August to the 2nd of September. That was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to begin on Monday because on Monday, I had some personal commitments. I was tied down the entire day. I hadn't foreseen that happening. So we started on Tuesday. And my day on Monday was really crazy, tiring, mentally exhausting. And so Tuesday we started our day, but I wasn't really emotionally and physically up to trading on a Tuesday. But because I had announced a free signals bonanza, I just, I put my best foot forward, even in my kind of tired mental space. And we had that day. Now, let me tell you also something else about trading when you're not mentally and emotionally okay. It kind of messes up with your trading, with your analysis of the market, and so on and so forth. So Monday ended up being our worst trading day. Now, guys, please also understand I had invited all and sundry to my channel to access free signals. And I've been talking about my signals group and how we've been having 85% success and whatnot. And then on the first day of our signals, we just had a rough day. Okay, first of all, it was NFP week, non-farm payroll week. As generally non-farm payroll week is usually pretty much risky, high risk, volatile, like the markets are just unpredictable. But I still put my best foot forward. Now, that being said, so I'm trying to scroll. This is my channel. You can see we have about 869 members. So this is what date is this? So this is Wednesday. So this is Tuesday. So I want to show you Tuesday's trading. No, actually, this is August 24th. So we're looking at August 30th, right? So our signals from August 30th, which is on a Tuesday, actually Monday, but then August 31st is when we started. So usually on Sunday, I gave guys, actually on Monday, was it on Monday that I gave people update about how to take our signal? So this is it. It was on Sunday, actually. And then I give people a guide. I give people a guide. This is now the, sorry guys, I'm just trying to schedule, scroll so that you guys can see. Yeah, so I started posting this on Tuesday, right? Okay, so you can see here 1 hour to London Open, Tuesday at 9 a.m. And I was looking at the markets in my state and everything. And my first trade was Euro JPY. Okay, you can see that there. Now then I gave a gold trade, 2 of them. I gave buy stop and sell stop, and I gave Euro cards. Now let's just say, and then you can see other members in the group asking questions about the signals that I've just shared. And guys, this is how our Tuesday London session went and our New York session. Now, this is a summary. So you can see somebody here is like, Allah, 4 pairs that opened in profit, had challenges. And this is what was there. So you can see London session, I shared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. Out of the 6 trades, guys, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6 trades, yeah. Out of the 6 trades, 5 trades hit stop loss. Only 1 trade, Euro AUD, hit 40 pips. Now let's look at the stop loss G, 14 pips. US 30 points, were down 30 points. Euro card were down 8 pips. And then the 2 gold trades, the buy stop and the sell stop, also hit stop loss at 18 and 21 points. Now, if this was your first time trading with me, you were like cursing. You were cursing Fierce Trade House, and you're like, whoa, I just lost, literally lost 14 plus 30. That's about 44 pips. Points plus 8, that's about 52 points. Plus another 18. 52 plus 18 plus 21, that's about 91 points down on our whole first session of trading with Miss Fierce, first time ever, and you're like, this is shitty, I'm not doing this again, and I'm out. This trade house just killed my account. And I totally understand, guys. I mean, it's crazy. And then we went on to the New York session, still in our state of affairs, having come out from a really bad drawdown, 91 points down. We added another 19 pips. So we totaled about 110 points on one day. We were down. Now, if you took all my trades consecutively, you were, like I said, cursing. If you took 1 or 2 pairs, you're good to go. Maybe, you took a gold G trade and you took the DJ, But then we had UJ, CJ, and DJ that actually bagged minimum 26 pips and above. So UJ 65, 68. So we kind of, in the New York session, if you ended up getting into the New York session, still having faith in my signals, we came back up in profit, and we did 65 plus 68 plus 26. That's 269 pips minus 110. So we closed in 159 pips in profit. So we kind of recovered. But if you didn't trade the New York session, because I usually tell people, if you take 3 consecutive trades losses, don't trade again. So let's assume that some of you took 3 trades, you were down and you were like, oh my God, out. Now, that was Monday. Then we had Tuesday, okay? Tuesday. So this is a member commenting, and this member is like, okay, in most cases, one may enter when the trade is already making pullbacks. If when a pullback is an abnormal and hits your stop loss, kicking you out, what you should look for is what's driving the market. So this week, what was driving the market was, and I give credit to this comment by a guy called Skido, or a lady called Skido, I'm not sure it's male or female. And so you look at what's driving the market. So if you're stopped out, you need to check what happened. And in this case, this week, it was NFP. In my personal scenario, it was also my mental space. I was a bit exhausted on Tuesday. After my Monday really long day, dealing with just things. And then he also made a comment, could there be other forces driving the market contrary to analysis? Yes, NFP, NFP, NFP. Revisit technical analysis, only maximum of 20 minutes is enough. Did you time your entry to the market? In most cases, wrong timing of entry is as bad as picking a wrong trade. Exactly. So a lot of the trades that I called on Tuesday actually later on went in the direction that I called them. So my entries were actually premature. And sometimes this is the challenge we have as traders. You know, you really want to take your time calling out trades, and even just for yourself, you know. And it's always good to look at what, you know, like what Skido talked about, you know, revisit your technical analysis. So yeah, so that was it. So that was Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday, okay, I came back at 7:56 a.m. and I, you know, called out a couple more trades, and we started with gold. We went on to Euro AUD, AUD JPY, GJ, and this was our London session. So on Tuesday, we recovered some. There are 110 pips we lost on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we recovered in our London session, because you can see we did 52 pips, 22 pips, 12 pips, 10 pips. And then we took one loss at 18 pips. Then our New York session was even better, because we didn't take any losses in the New York session. All trades went well, and you can see our results. Gold hit 18 pips, 60, 36, 50, 40 points on NJEC, Eurocard, AUD, USD, and Dow Jones, respectively. So by this time, we were now from 110 pips down, we were now about, let's say you traded on Wednesday with us, 60 plus, 36 plus, 50 plus, 40 plus, but plus the London session trades, you know, London session trades, we were like, actually this was London session, and then New York session, we also did good, very, very well. All trades hits target. So 18 plus, 60 plus, 36 plus, 50 plus, 40. So we were up 390 pips. So the fact that we were down 110 on Tuesday, on Wednesday, we're up 390. So you are now up 200 and you're up now, sorry, 390 minus 110. We were now up 280 points or pips. So we were good. So now what you notice about Wednesday was that, look at this, our risk to reward was pretty good. NJ hit 60 points. And if you look at our stop loss on NJ, that is new NZD JPY, it was 18 points. So we hit 60 points. Okay, so our risk to reward on that, just that one trade was about, let's say, 3. So on Wednesday going forth, our risk to reward was pretty much 3 times. So that was really good. And you can see we hit 50 points here. On AUD USD, our risk to reward, let's see, what is AUD USD? Was 11 pips. So 11 pips, we hit 50 pips target. We got to our TP3. So our risk reward on this one trade was 5 times. Okay, so we were risking $11 to win 50, about $10 to 50, about 5 times, 4.9 thereabouts, you know. So that was awesome. NJ hit target as well. In fact, we surpassed, we got all the way to 60 pips and above. And this was 4, I mean, our risk reward here was at a minimum 4 times. US 30, we hit 50 points. We were like 50 pips up from 18 points. So generally on this day, on Wednesday, we had really good risk reward. Okay, so in as much as we did take a loss on this day in the London session, that was on Eurocard, I believe. That was just 18 pips, okay? And we gained 389. So we did pretty well. We're up to 180 points at the end of Wednesday's trading session. So yeah, I mean, We can see some people commenting. They did catch a few. He said, Ben was like, no doubt you're awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ben. I caught a few and also got some SL. So I think when he said he got some SL, I think he got the Eurocard SL. So yes, so the next day, Thursday, was really awesome. And we ended the week on a pretty neat high. I gave a gold trade and gold hit 200 pips by the end of Friday trading session. It was an intraday trade. So this was the gold trade. It got to 200 pips. We did Eurocard. The rest didn't activate. So I did call a couple of trades that didn't activate, which is fine. We didn't lose money. And by the end of the trading session, when I was analyzing this, London session, we did golds, 17 pips, Eurocard 8 pips, yeah, we're down 8 pips. We gained 175 points on DJ, 60 pips on GJ, 35 pips on EJ. So you can see the risk reward here is quite high as well, because if I just look at, for example, a trade like US 30, 140 points, I was targeting 200 points on this trade, began at 175 points. The risk reward here basically was 25 points risking and for 200 points gain. So that's about 8 as a risk to reward, 8 times, okay? So again, average on this day, London session was a minimum 3 times. We're risking, our risk to reward was 3 times what we were gaining 3 times what we were risking. So that went pretty well. And then of course our trade of the day was gold, okay? And I made a comment in the group and I said, I hope you're benefiting and learning. If we look at gold, the pullback, it was currently, I mean, this was a really good trade. During NFP Friday, Thursday, it hit 42 pips in like the shortest period of time. And then it went all the way up to about 100 plus pips by the time we were done. And I was trying to tell people that basically what was happening with this trade. So I usually also explain after a trade has happened, what really ensued. Then we had this US 30 trade that went really well. You can see zero drawdown, and we did our 174 pips on that trade as well. So you can see by the end of this session, I gave a summary yesterday. Gold was at 96 pips. These are the 3 trades in the New York session did not execute. Now, guys, this is basically the summary. You can see our Tuesday 31st, we had 6 trades hit stop loss out of 10. This is where we were down 110 points here. We had, bagged about 89 average. Wednesday was really good. You can see what happened here. Only 1 trade stopped us out at 18 pips, Eurocard. We made about 92 points average. And then on Thursday, of course, we did the really our best because we averaged 479 points. We had about 2 trades hit stop loss out of the 6 trades. Actually, 1 trade hit stop loss out of the 6 trades that executed. So guys, when I talk about risk to reward, what I'm talking about is risk to reward in terms of how much are you risking, okay, for what is your target. So like, for example, this is a gold trade I called, okay? I haven't yet cleared this chart. This is 2nd September. I called this during the New York session. You can see how much gold traveled up, 279 pips. And my risk here was 19 pips. My risk to reward was 14. So I was risking 19 pips. If you held this trade to its finality on New York on Friday, it was 279 pips rather. Guys, 18 times. So that's risk. You're risking literally $19 to gain $279. That could be $190, depending on your leverage or your lot size, to gain $2,790. Guys, if you understand risk to reward, okay, and that means you transitioning into an intraday trader, because I know there are a lot of scalpers. You can make a lot of money scalping. But if you don't have time to look at the market every single day, you can literally intraday. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to give you an analysis of our signals week. This week, we had 3 signals this entire week. For anyone who wanted to test us out, of course, now from next week, we go back to our paid subscription service. If you want to be part of our signals group, guys, please, it just costs about $50 every month, or $225 for 6 months every month. If you, for six, not for 6 months, every month for 6 months, if you decide to take our premium package. So we have our basic package, our standard package, which is a quarterly package of $100, and $150 for our premium package. So that's it, guys. The link that is below to our is placed below in our description box to our Telegram channel. Please join us, come in there. Outside of just giving signals, it's a community, we do interact and share information. You can see guys chatting here, it's just not me talking. People are chatting and, just sharing their experience with our signals on a day-to-day. So thank you, guys, and do have a fantastic, fantastic trading week ahead. Thank you. If you like, subscribe, share. I really appreciate it, guys. See you soon. Bye.